But today in mole concept part, we are going to say the mole concept 2. Actually, this mole concept 2 will come under the part of a solution. So this is our topic will be there. Uh, but in no book they have mentioned such a way it is a mole concept 2 करके. But I will mention this part because it will come under the part of our basic concept of chemistry. That is the concentration terms are there, right? So what is the mole concept 2 beta? In this one we are going to learn the topic called as a solution. What is meant by solution? Solution it is a homogeneous mixture of, right, two or more than two component. So solution means it is an homogeneous mixture. It is an homogeneous mixture of two or more than two component. So what is meant by solution? We can say it is a homogeneous mixture of two or more than two component, right? Now, as a homogeneous mixture of two or more than two component means we can write in this way. This is a solution, and a solution made up of a, at least we'll talk about the binary solution. It will made up of a two component. The one of the component will be called as a solute and other component will call as a solvent, right? Solution, it is a homogeneous mixture, but it is a homogeneous mixture of what? Either two or more than two component. In that one we are considering only two component because our in our syllabus NCERT says that we have to follow only the binary solutions, right? Binary solution means we are having only two component. One will be a solute and other one become a solvent, right? So it is having only two component. One is a solute, other one is a solvent. So we are talking about the solution, and the solution is a binary solution. What is meant by binary solution? It is a solution containing only two components of binary. Now question is that what is meant by solute and what is meant by solvent? But a solute means the component which is present in a less quantity. So I'll write here, it is the component, it is a component present in less quantity. So this less quantity component are called as a solute, and the component which is present in more quantity, right? The component present in a less quantity are called as a solute, and component which is present in a more quantity are called as a solvent. But this less quantity, more quantity, it is in terms of moles you have to see. It is in terms of moles. This one also we have to talk about only in terms of moles. But in terms of moles, if it is more quantity, it is solvent. In terms of mole, if it is less quantity, it will be called as a solute. For example, beta, I want to show you some examples are there. Let us say I want to make a sugar solution. I want to make a sugar solution. But to make this sugar solution, I am using 2 gram of sugar, right beta? Or instead of that, yeah, 2 gram of sugar was kept in the 100 gram of water. But obviously you are able to see the quantity. Here water is a component present in a large quantity and sugar is a component present in a small quantity. So in this sugar solution, I should say my water will behave as a solvent, and another one, the sugar, it will behave as a solute. Means the component which is present in less quantity are called as a solute, and the component which is present in more quantity are called as a solvent. Solute plus solvent always gives rise to what? Solution. It is the one example I have given for you. Same way, I discussed beta in terms of mole. Mole means example, 100 gram of water. So 100 by 18 you do. 1000 by 18, 55.55. 1000 by 18 is 55.55. 100 by 18, it become a 5.55. 5 moles are here. 2 by sugar beta. Sugar means take a sucrose C12H22O11. Its molecular weight is 342. Beta 2 by 300, 1 by 150. 1 by 150 means 0 point something we'll get. So in terms of quantity of the sugar and water, sugar is a less quantity component and water is a more quantity component. The more quantity component are act as a solvent, but less quantity component are act as a solute. This is a one example. But one more example I want to give for you. Let us take a salt solution. Do you know better this salt solution made up of two components? Let us say one should be a salt and this salt should get dissolved into the water. Now I will use another word here. Sir, 100 gram of water, 100 gram of water, what dissolved in? Here, 20 gram of salt. So obviously, beta, water is a component present in a large quantity, so it must be called as a solvent, and salt is a component present in the less quantity, that is must be called as a solute. The solute plus solvent together make the solution, and this is a salt solution. In this way, we are able to find out what are the we can say a solute and what are the solvent present in it. Right? Take it now. Some more examples I want to give it up for the solute and solvent. Example number 3 you can see here. Let us say alcoholic solution. Alcoholic solution. But it is a solution made up of a solute and solvent, but I don't know what is a solute and solvent. Let us say it is a 25 ml of CH3OH was dissolved in 50 ml of H2O. But what is this CH3OH is called as a, this is called as a alcohol, and name of this alcohol is what? Methyl alcohol. Methyl alcohol, and this is a water. Now you can check it here. Methyl alcohol and water. Water की quantity 50 and this quantity beta 25. The quantity of water is more than this one. So water should be called as a what? Solvent, and methyl alcohol will be called as a what? Solute. Means if any component which is in less quantity called as a solute and component which is in more quantity are called as a solvent. So these are the few examples of solute and solvent. Please take this example also. We'll go with few more examples, or we'll go the term that we have to learn in this topic. Right? Now, but in this solution, we have to learn the concentration methods or concentration terms of the solution. What is the concentration methods or what is the concentration terms? That one I will tell you. One simple example I want to show you. One example. Suppose that I am having a beaker and beaker is containing the water. Let us say the volume of the water in this beaker is 100 ml. The another beaker which one I will take, this another beaker, but it also contain the water, and the volume of water in this beaker also how much? It is a 100 ml. In both the beaker, volume of water is what? 100 ml I have taken in both the beaker. Now, as the volume of the beaker is 100 ml, what I will do, in the first beaker, I want to add just 2 gram of a salt. So I should say, so this will be called as a salt solution. But another beaker may I want to add a 20 gram of salt. Now I will say the solution is also called as a what? Salt solution. Right? But this is a salt solution and this one is a salt solution. If I will ask you to express it, what is this and what is this? So what will say? Less quantity of the solute in the solvent, and compared to this quantity of solute is more. So this is also the solution. So this solution will be expressed as a dilute salt solution. With a dilute salt solution. And compared to this quantity of solute, quantity of this solute is somewhat more. Instead of 2 gram, it is a 20 gram. So I should say this one will be called as a concentrated salt solution. So beta these dilute, concentrated, and to express this concentration of solution, we are having following term. So today now the topic which one we are going to learn, that is concentration, concentration, concentration methods, concentration, we can say instead of concentration method, methods to express, methods to express concentration of solution. Now there are some methods are there to express, or there are some terms are there to express concentration of solution. We have seen that both are the salt solution, but in this one, quantity of solute is less than the quantity of the solute which we took in the other solution. So this one will be called as a dilute solution, and this one will be called as a what? Concentrated solution. So to express these concentrations, either it is a dilute or concentrated, we are having certain methods or we are having certain terms to express the concentration. Right, beta? Concentration term is nothing but the composition of the solution, we can say. So there, what are the methods are there to express the concentration of solution? And this method which will express to, or these are the methods which will help us to express the concentration of solution. They are two types are there. But one will be a volume related, means volume, we can say one will be a temperature dependent and other become a temperature independent. Chalo, take a screenshot of this one. I want to give the explanation of that. One is a temperature dependent and other one is temperature independent. I'll tell you what is that. So there are certain terms are there to express the concentration of solution. What are the terms? What are the methods to express the concentration of solution? I'll tell you 1 second here. But here, one will be these methods which will express the concentration of solution. It will be divided into two parts. What is that? One will be a temperature dependent. But a temperature dependent means, by changing the temperature, that particular concentration term get changes. And other will become a temperature independent. But other will become a what? Temperature independent. That means by changing the temperature, that terms does not change. That terms will be as it is. Now, for example, I will tell you. For example, I will tell you. Temperature dependent, but I will tell you. The first one, molarity. But it is a concentration term denoted as a capital M, depends on temperature. But the second one is normality. It is a concentration term. It is a temperature dependent. Third one is weight by volume. But a weight by volume percentage. It is a concentration term. W by V is a concentration term. But it is also the temperature dependent. And one more V by V, but we don't have much use of it. V by V percentage. We don't have much use of it, but it is also the temperature dependent. So these are the temperature dependent concentration term. Molarity, normality, weight by volume percentage, volume by volume percentage. What are the temperature independent, beta? I'll write number 5 here. Molality. See, beta, don't get confused over it. M-O-L-A-R-I-T-Y. M-O-L-A-L-I-T-Y. It is denoted as a small m, so it must be denoted as a capital M. Temperature independent. Then will come as a mole fraction. Mole fraction denoted as a X. It is also temperature independent. However, they all are the temperature independent. And one more will come as a seventh one, that is W by W percentage. So this is also the temperature independent. We are having one more, parts per million and all, that one we'll see after. So first one, now based on the solution, we are going to learn now how the solution will be. Sir, either it is a dilute solution or it is a concentrated. If it is a dilute or concentrated, how to express it? To express the concentration of solution, there are few terms are there, or there are few methods are there. What is the terms and methods are there, beta? It may be temperature dependent wale terms, or another one, it may be temperature independent terms. Temperature dependent terms means molarity, capital M, normality, capital N, weight by volume percentage, W by V, volume by volume percentage, V by V. Temperature independent term, molality, small m, mole fraction, X, and W by W percentage. So these are the some methods are there which will express the concentrations methods to the solution, and these methods we are going to learn one by one, right? Up to here, please take a screenshot, beta. We learn one by one. But the first one we are going to learn from weight by weight percentage. See, beta, weight by weight percentage में what we are going to learn. I will explain you. This term is there, na? This term, it is called as a solute, and this term is called as a solvent. Solvent. Example, I'll explain you. But in this one example, I want to say, sir, I am having 5% W by W HCl solution. So maybe you are getting the doubt. So if it is a solution, how we are expressing in terms of W? So I'll explain you better. 5% W by W HCl solution means this 5 indicate there is a 5 gram of solute. Because what this W indicate, beta? This W is the solute. And what is the solute you are having? HCl. So 5 gram of solute. What is the solute? HCl. Right? But it is dissolved in. Plus means what? It is dissolved in. It is dissolved in what? So another percentage means I should write 100. Then we'll make it as a gram. In the this is a W, and this gram of a solvent. Because this denominator W will indicate what, beta? This will indicate solvent. And what is a solvent? Obviously, if it is a solution, we have to add the water. The solvent is nothing but the water. The water that is sorry, beta, I wrote here solute. It should be solution, not the solvent. Sorry, huh? But it is a solute. It should be solution. Right? Now 5 gram of solute, that is HCl, dissolved in 100 gram of solution. 100 gram of solution. This is example number 1. One more example I'll tell you. Example number 2 now. What is that? Sir, I am having 4% W by W NaOH solution. And if I will ask you, but what does this indicate? So what you have to say, this is a 4. This W means gram of solute. Because numerator W will always indicate that is a solute, and denominator W always indicate that is a solution. 4 gram of solute. 4 gram of solute. What is the solute we are having, beta? NaOH. It is dissolved in percentage 100 gram of solution. But what is here? That is W is the weight of the solution. Got the point? One more example I will tell you. One more. Third example. Sir, I am having 3.65% W by W HCl solution. What does this indicate? So you should say this W will indicate it is a weight of solute, and this W will indicate it is a weight of solution. That means I should say 3.65 gram of solute, 3.65 grams of solute dissolved in another W, that is percentage 100 gram of solution. Right, beta? 100 gram of solution. So these are the way to express the weight of solute and weight of a solution. Weight of solute and weight of a solution. One more example, beta, you try it. One more example. Sir, I am having 4.9 percentage W by W H2SO4 solution. What does this term indicate? Please type beta 4.9% of W by W. But now we can say 4.9% W by W H2SO4 solution indicate 4.9 gram of solute, that is H2SO4, is present in. Percent means 100 gram of solution. So overall, we got one formula. W by W percentage is equal to, what is that? Weight of solute by weight of solution. Beta weight of solute by weight of solution into 100. If we'll apply this method, we are able to calculate W by W percentage. Take a bit of screenshot up to here. But one question is given here. One question is given. 4 gram of NaOH is dissolved in 4 gram of NaOH is dissolved in 100 gram of solution. Calculate weight by weight percentage. So beta, we know the formula. Weight by weight percentage is equal to weight of solute by weight of solution, weight of solute by weight of solution into 100. But in this statement, just you learn it and try to identify what is a solute and what is a solution. 4 gram of NaOH dissolved in 100 gram of solution. So we understood here, beta. Here it is a weight of the solute and this is a weight of solution. And if you substitute this value here, weight of solute is 4, weight of solution is 100 and into 100, but what I will get? I will get 4%. So calculate the W by W of this one. It is a 4% of NaOH we can say. So this is the 4%. We got it. Second question I will explain you. But I am having 3.65 gram of HCl, hydrochloric acid. It is dissolved in, it is dissolved in 100 gram of solution. As it is dissolved in 100 gram of solution, then calculate the W by W percentage. See, but the same formula. What is that? As they are asking to get the W by W percentage, I will write W by W percentage is equal to weight of solute by weight of solution, weight of solute by weight of solution into 100. Weight of solute is 3.65 by weight of solution is 100 gram. So 100. Beta into 100. 100 get cancelled. It become a 3.65% is the W by W of HCl solution. But one example I will give for you. Please you also try it. What is the answer for that one? Here, I will take now 4.9 gram of H2SO4 is present in 100 gram of solution. Calculate W by W percentage. Please try it, beta. What is the W by W percentage we'll get for this particular 4.9? So beta 4.9 gram of H2SO4 present in 100 gram of solution means we know the formula. W by W percentage is equal to weight of solute by weight of solution into 100. And if we'll do, it become a 4.9%. Is it clear? Second one, this is the one example I have given for you, beta. It is a W by W percentage. Now, other than W by W percentage, we'll go for W by V percentage also. Now, second one we'll see, beta. W by V percentage. Beta, these W indicate it is a solute, and W means it is a weight of solute in gram, and V indicate it is a solution. That is a volume of solution is in the ml. Chalo, we'll see example number 1. Sir, I am having 4% W by V NaOH solution. What does these indicate? So you should say this numerator W is a solute na beta. So W is a what? That 4 is 4 gram of solute. This is W. That is solute. 4 gram of solute. What is solute we have? NaOH. Beta, it is dissolved in. This is a V volume. Percentage means 100. V means volume in ml of solution. This is the first example, right? One more example I'll give for you. One more example. So example number 2. I am having 3.65% of W by V HCl solution. But what does this indicate? So first number write down 3.65. W means gram of solute. What is the solute we have? HCl. But it is present in percentage means 100. Volume means ml of solution. So that is a weight of solute present in given volume of solution. One more example. Example number 3. But I am having 6.3% W by V HNO3 solution. What does this indicate? So 6.3, yes sir. W means gram of solute. What is the solute we have? HNO3. It is present in percentage means 100. V volume stands for ml of solution. See beta, these are the 3 examples I have given for you. Please try the example number 4. Which one I will give for you now? Beta, 4.9% W by V H2SO4 solution. Can you tell me beta what this term indicate here? 4.9% W by V. But 4.9% of W by V H2SO4 solution indicate that 4.9 gram of solute. What is the solute beta we are having? H2SO4. It is present in percentage means 100. V volume means ml of solution. Means by doing all this example, we came for one conclusion that W by V percentage, that is equal to W stands for weight, and it is a weight of solute. Beta V stands for solution, that is a volume of solution, and this one should be multiplied with 100. We'll get the W by V percentage. Please take a note of this one also. But now question is given in this way. 4 gram of NaOH is present in 100 gram of solution. Calculate W (4 gram of NaOH is present in 100 gram of solution. Calculate W by W percentage. But see, the same question I am going to write here. Means students should not get any confusion over it. 4 gram of NaOH is present in 100 gram of solvent like a water. 100 gram of water. Now they are asking beta, calculate weight by weight percentage. Now you see here, this one is the weight of solute. This is the weight of the solution. But this is the weight of the solute. This is the weight of the solvent. But for getting this denominator wala W, what we required? Weight of the solution we required. Now what to do? I will tell you. In this case, they are asking to get the W by W percentage. So I will write the formula weight of solute by this W. It is a weight of solution, but a weight of solute by weight of solution into 100. Now weight of solute we have, what is that? 4 gram. Weight of solution also we have, that is 100 into 100. This get cancelled. My answer is 4% for here. But now in this case, beta, they are asking to get the W by W percentage. What we required? So we required weight of solute. What is that? 4 gram. And we required weight of solution. But it is 100 gram of water, means it is a weight of solvent is there. It is not the weight of solution. What to do? This is the formula. Do you remember, beta? Just now we wrote solution made up of two component. What is that? It is made up of two component. One should be the solute and other should be the solvent. Beta, can we write weight of solution is equal to weight of solute plus weight of solvent? Now, what is the weight of solute we have? 4 gram plus what is the weight of solvent we have? 100 gram. It is equal to beta 104 gram is the weight of solution. Which one we can use on this formula? Weight of solute 4 by weight of solution 104 and then into 100. And if you do, the value will get as a see beta. Here 400 by 100. Here 400 by 104. Anyhow, your denominator value get increases. This will get decreases. Instead of that, I will write 3.96% is the weight by weight of the solution. So this is an important case that should remember. But now we will do this way. 4 gram of NaOH is present in is present in 100 ml of solution, and they are asking us to get the calculate weight by volume percentage. See beta, what is the formula of weight by volume? Just now we wrote weight by volume percentage is equal to, yes, weight of solute. This term denotes solute. That is the weight of solute by this V is a volume of solution, weight of solute in by volume of solution into 100. Sir, weight of solute 4 gram, volume of solution is 100 ml into 100, and I will get as a 4% because 100 get cancelled. But now things are different, beta. 4 gram of NaOH is present in, is present in, we can say 100 gram of solvent, something solvent, I don't know. I want to say 4 gram of NaOH is present in present in 100 gram solute in the solvent. Solvent. But are present in 100 gram of liquid ammonia. So obviously this is a solute and this one is the solvent. Solute dissolved in the solvent, right? And now they are asking us calculate W by V percentage if density of this liquid ammonia is 1.02 gram per ml. This is a very good question, beta. Try to understand here. Because solute dissolved in solvent, W by V they are asking. Actually, our formula is this one. Na? W by V percentage must be equal to, first W stand for weight of solute and this V stands for, it is a volume of solution into 100. But in this statement, everywhere we are having only weight of solute is there with us. That is a 4. We don't have volume of solution. We are having, that is a solvent ka weight is there. From this solvent ki weight say we want to get the volume of solution. How to do? I'll explain you. Right, beta. See here. This is a density of ammonia, right? Or we can say density of something like any solution you can take here, and it is a weight is given. Do you know our formula? Density is equal to mass by volume. Or instead of solvent, you can take here as a it dissolved in the 100 gram of 100 gram of 100 gram of solution. You take 100 gram of solution and density of solution is given this much gram per ml, right beta? So weight of solute is there present in 100 gram of solution and W by V we have to calculate density of solution they give. So density equal to mass by volume. Then what will you do beta? Volume of solution should be equal to, it is a mass of solution by density of solution. See beta, this is the formula we got from here. From where? Density equal to mass by volume. So density equal to mass by volume. Volume equal to mass by density. Volume of solution is equal to mass of solution by density of solution. But what is the mass of solution? Check it here. 100 gram. What is the density of solution? 1.02 gram per ml. Na? So ml goes here, it get cancelled. What is equal to then? If you solve, it become 100 by 1.02 ml. It is a volume of solution I got. This volume of solution you have to substitute here. What is it beta? 100 by 1.02. It comes on the this numerator, right? It is a ml into 100. Beta 100 and 100 get cancelled. What we are getting? 4 into 1.02. Is it clear beta? 4 into 1.02 and if you solve it, 4 into 280, 4.08% is the weight by volume of the given NaOH solution. Is it clear? But now we'll see about the V by V percentage wala, the third one. V by V percentage. Actually, we don't have much use of it, but anyhow we have to write. This V stands for solute. You are unable to see. 1 second, I'll write here, beta. Third one, that is V by V percentage. This V stands for, that is a solute, volume of solute. And this V stands for, it is a volume of solution. V by V percentage. Numerator V indicates solute and this one indicate solution. Chalo, example number 1. Sir, I am having 4% V by V HCl solution. But what does this indicate? Obviously 4 ml, V means ml, 4 ml of HCl, 4 ml of HCl is present in, percent means 100, this V means ml of the solution. 4 ml of HCl present in 100 ml of solution. Example number 2 beta now. Example number 2. I will have 6.3% V by V HNO3 solution. What does this indicate? Please do it. What does this indicate? It indicates that 63 means 6.3. This V ml of HNO3 present in percent. What the percent indicate? 100 ml of solution. That means our formula should be beta V by V percentage is equal to volume of solute present in volume of a solution, volume of a solution into 100, it gives rise to V by V percentage. So beta, among all this one, we did three. First one is weight by weight, second one is weight by volume, and third one is volume by volume. Volume by volume, we don't have much use. Only we are having the much use of W by W percentage and W by V percentage. Please take a screenshot up to here.